5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dance with the devil.
Diabetes.
Don't be rude.
Did I stutter?
All rise, order in the court. And it's, oh my gosh, your drink is.
I got accepted into Hogwarts, kid.
It's must be green.
No, that's just the color. It's mystic. Delicious.
Nice.
Oof. Thursday. I was thirsty.
Well,
see what I did there, right?
I do see what you did there. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we got a chase. But we got a case, and we're going over to 3B and see an old friend, I guess. Huh?
We have not done a live reaction with Judge Middleton in over a year, I would guess.
It's been a while.
So he had done a shorty here earlier this morning. I think it was his first thing he did this morning. I said, why not? Let's do it. Let's hang out with him for a bit.
Why don't you go ahead and bring in Mr. Cottrell?
Okay, man.
Cottrell.
I'm serious. I'm very envious of his ponytail. I used to have the same haircut.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I made pictures or it didn't happen. Yeah, we haven't been over since, remember when he was remodeling and
they're still remodeling.
Oh, okay. But
it's just gonna take about a year or so for him to finish.
That let's get rid of the wood paneling, and my God, the furniture in here is just stuck in time, isn't it?
Good morning. We are here. It's
afternoon.
Thursday, December 7th.
Yeah,
which
correct.
Patterson is back.
Yeah, Judge Patterson.
He's feeling better. I've got some things that just sort of happened. Got a couple pretrials conducted by Mr. Marvin. We've got a sentencing with Ms. Hines with an in custody defendant. We've got a bench warrant to take care of. So things have just kind of materialized.
Who did?
Several matters to deal with.
Got a whole new cast of people out here now. I don't even know.
Yeah, here's all the OGs. Hello, bonjour, my friend in France. Mon ami. Ooh la la. I learned all my French from Pepe Le Pew, by the way.
So it's extensive.
Right, let's get right to it.
Go with me to the gas bar. Yes.
Look at that. Here, sitting not in one of them booth things. I like that.
Bringing a couple of them in. Does she have orange hair or is it just lighting? I can't tell.
I believe it's natural. Yeah, JG, that was a great one. Remember when he called her in and
made her come on back? Oh, Middleton's one of the best. He works at his own pace.
No, he sure does.
All right, we are on the record. We're on live feed with Zoom, and we've got several matters to address. Yesterday, I saw Mr. Antoine Cottrell, and he was charged with 2 counts of assault and battery. He'd been absent without leave for quite some time. This warrant is from October of 2022. Defendant failed to appear last November, and I think he's been kind of in the wind since. So I set the matter for a pretrial for this morning on very short notice, and Prosecutor Marvin agreed to do that pretrial. He's here with us. You're charged with 2 counts of assault and battery that alleges that on or about October 28th of 2022, you assaulted Scott Christner. Mr. Marvin's office has reached out to Mr. Christner on multiple occasions and not got any response regarding sentence.
Sure he's not dead?
Marvin is willing to recommend that I dismiss one of the 2 counts of assault and battery, and he's recommending that you get time served, which is, I think, 4 days.
Terrible channel, boo!
Yes, it is. Mr. Cottrell, do you understand what the plea offer is?
Yes, sir.
The offer is to plead to a misdemeanor that's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. The other count will be dismissed. Ms. Moeller, this applies to you also. Do you understand that by pleading to this
In your
right
dreams,
to
sweet
have a
pea,
trial
in
in front
your
of a judge and a
dreams.
jury, and there will be no trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. I've asked the public defender to join us, and if you wish to consult, she is available. Her name is Matea Paycheck. But
Paycheck.
she's here to-
Johnny's daughter, right
Yes.
on.
Royalty, I tell
waive the
you.
right to have
Take
her-
this job and shove it.
If you do enter that plea, you give up your right to have a trial. There will be no trial in front of a judge or jury. If you had a trial, you have the right to take the witness stand and testify in your own behalf. But you don't have to, because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to
The Judas
testify,
Priest album,
the judge
Screaming
or
for Justice.
jury could not
that's
hold
Screaming for
your
Vengeance. Never mind.
silence against you. You'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be
It's
questioned.
just so weird. It's like there's so many new people. Like
You
I,
have the right to be presumed
we're so used to the old
innocent unless they were
players.
able to prove your guilt.
it's like
No.
going back to an old
Wow.
girlfriend and seeing her with
Understand
you know, a
this.
bunch of new
All
friends.
right, I had a nice talk with you yesterday.
3 new guys she's
And I
sleeping with.
misunderstood. It just points out how old I am. I thought your father was Anthony, and in talking to Mr. Marvin went to school with your father, and I went to school with your grandfather.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Good God.
So yeah, I went to school with Tony, and he was a friend of mine, and I thought that was your dad. So it points out how old I am. I asked you about your dad, and you were kind of unclear.
Yeah, it's just my dad ain't been around.
Well, Tony was a good guy, and I've known him for more than 50 years. I run into him every once in a while somewhere around town. Anyway,
Him and Tony used to
Are
smoke
you
weed
gonna-
together,
so,
allegedly.
You know it.
all right, who is this Mr. Christner?
I really don't have any correlation with him. It's my brother's mom's friend.
That
And
deserved an
I was
ass beat.
arguing with my brother's mom. We had a verbal dispute, and then he ended up jumping in between it. And that's when he got in my face and then grabbed me up on my throat.
Grabbed him up by the throat. That's Creed, not us.
I don't know why it's buffering.
It's straight off YouTube. So I have no idea.
Keep fucking with me until I promise you will not turn out good for you in the future.
Judge Middleton, watch
Easy,
your
Judge.
language.
Easy,
My
Judge.
Lord.
Easy judgmental. I don't know why he got upset. Maybe he didn't like the fact that he grabbed him by the throat. I don't know.
Stop eating.
We're not eating. What are you talking about?
I'm
You're
drinking
buffering.
slightly.
Sitting here buffering.
And that's when I had buttered him.
Roll it back so we can hear that. He said he grabbed him by the throat. And we say, go on. Never grab somebody by the throat unless they ask you to.
Well, somewhere around town. Anyway, are you going to plead to assault and battery? All right, who is this Mr. Christner?
I really
Harry
have
Krishner.
no correlation with him. It's my brother's mom's friend.
You know, Pass, it just reminds me of one great one that we had with Judge Middleton quite a while ago now. Mikey, you'll remember this, where he kind of took himself back and he said that he couldn't try it specifically because he thought that the dude who he hired, who was in court, he thought that he hired him for like some landscaping or for
A
some odd
job.
job.
Yeah, he had some sort of job he had done for
Right.
him.
And he thought that he broke in and stole something out of his shed or something like that along the lines. And Judge was like, I can't prove that it was you. I think it was you, so I can't try this case. And you know, that's
He thought he stole from him after doing a job for him at one point, which is ballsy as hell to steal from a judge.
right. My God, but I mean, at the same time, maybe it's pretty easy. I don't know. Maybe he had some good access over to Middleton's house. But yeah, no, it's a very small town. It's one thing that I love about Judge Middleton, is he will stop and have conversations about not only reminiscing about things back in the day, but also people that he knows, and that whole separation of how many people he, you know, just like he just did with this guy. I mean, it's
And I was arguing with my brother's mom. We had a verbal
Or-
dispute, and then he ended up jumping in between it. And that's when he got in my face and then grabbed me up by my throat. And that's when I headbutted him. Then that's when he pushed me down to the floor. And then that's when the cops came to the building.
All right, I guess headbutting somebody qualifies as an assault and battery.
That's a quote. That's what it needs to be. I guess salt and
Did
battery.
YouTube just throttle that down, by the way?
Yeah, it did. It's
Stunning 144p.
144p. It's like
Way to go, YouTube.
I mean,
Nobody's better than you.
I'm not creed framing or nothing. So
No,
I mean,
it's YouTube. It's YouTube
gotta
having an
be.
issue. It's YouTube messing up right now. This is why your valuable dollars go towards when they take 30% from me and Creed for maintenance on this incredible technology they can't even keep running properly for a show.
Smoking meth.
What?
No,
God, no, Jesus, no.
no.
Maybe YouTube
Let's talk
is.
about
I
that.
don't.
I haven't smoked anything.
Especially meth.
A Pizza Hut employee.
Yeah, that's the
I
story I told the other day about the girl with the almost indented breasts there. Saw it.
Love Pizza Hut. Man,
We got it. We
really
got it
turned.
last night.
I've really turned my opinion of Pizza Hut around.
Oh,
Really
I gotta
not.
tell you something. While this is just going around, I don't know what to do. Let's see. Let me see if I can. I've refreshed it twice, and it's just sitting here going around and around.
Well, let me add these people to the Monte Montreal, and if I have to, I'll try and play it.
You might have to. I like I said, it's just
Only the best from, as you have always come to expect from this channel. Nothing but professionalism. #1 shit show.
Let me bitch and complain about Pizza Hut real quick, though. It's something that I don't like. When they have the big box, right? The deal that you're getting with the big box, when they actually have the big box, apparently the pizza that you get is square in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, but the last 5 times we've gotten it, we're getting 2 round pizzas plus whatever extra.
Well, that's weird.
Telling me.
Did you call Matt and say, hey, what's with this? We wanted the square.
No, I don't want the square. It's tiny compared to getting a big round pizza.
So you're complaining about an upgrade?
You think that the tiny square pizzas are an upgrade compared
No. The round pizzas are an upgrade. So I thought you said you got the round one the last time.
No. Yeah, last like 5 times we've had the round one. The square is not.
Nothing but
this is still just, even when I implement
I'm pulling it up.
Is it slow for you or is it coming right up?
So far, so good. We'll see. I don't want to start making out with its junk yet.
I mean, I just clicked on it because he's live or we're live, and it won't even pull us up right now. So,
everybody enjoying themselselves? I hope they are.
Yeah.
I am.
Sorry. Anyways. Texas RX Tech, hello and thank you. A little Christmas cheer. It costs a lot to feed this old cow over here and this one.
Hey, I thought you were talking about me. I was like,
oh,
damn.
No, my cow. I was talking about not you. No.
Oh, okay. I'm a young bull.
Hello, Ian. Gary with $5. Thank you. Maybe is that enough for a cowbell? You're damn right it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Especially, this early in the day. Yes, my God. Yes.
All right, let's see if this works for us over here.
Yeah, mine's still just going around and around.
Here we go, round and round and round.
Round. You really can't blame me because I'm not creed framing.
Yeah, it's just my dad ain't been around.
Well, Tony was a good guy, and I've known him for.
Let's try this again, shall we?
I run into him every once in a while somewhere around town. Anyway, are you going to plead to assault and battery?
In case you're just getting here.
Who is this Mr.?
It's my mom's, my brother's mom's boyfriend.
Correlation with him. It's my brother's mom's friend.
Sorry.
And I was arguing with my brother's mom. We had a verbal dispute, and then he ended up jumping in between it. And that's when he got in my face and then grabbed me up on my throat. And that's when I headbutted him. And that's when he pushed me down to the floor. And that's when the cops came to the building.
All right, I guess headbutting somebody qualifies as an assault battery.
That's a pro
Now,
move.
we
I'm not gonna
talked
lie.
about the fact
Pro move to headbutt somebody. Thank you, Marky. 2 F's.
that you were homeless. When I let you out of jail, are you gonna have someplace to go?
Yeah, I'll be at my girl's house down on 9th Street. I can't tell you the
Yeah.
address, but I know where she
Well, that's-
stays. down
that's
on 9th
fine.
Street.
6969
I
Penetration
just want you
Avenue.
to be somewhere out of the cold.
Carrie.
Oh, the days of the Pizza Hut salad bar. Creamy Italian.
See, we still have a sit down place here, but I haven't been to it in forever. And it looks kind of dilapidated. I'm not going to lie.
You want more? I got more. $5 a ring. It's double
Wow, we've
price.
really lowered our standards around here. It was
right.
50, now it's 5.
That's right.
It's a sale.
Pretty soon, any dollar.
It's a sale. He's got to wear around his neck and walk
Getting real
everywhere
close
with
to
it all the time.
breaking out the light for $5.
You've been in jail for 3 days plus the 1 day up front. Mr. Marvin told me 4 days, and that seems to be correct. Have you seen Judge Stutzman yet?
About the other one, yeah, I just seen him yesterday, and I have a
I like
court
their
date set
sauce.
for January 2nd. And then if I can't pay $50, I gotta come and show up January 2nd. And
All right,
explain
so
to him.
he let you out also?
Yes.
Mm. I
Over
guess so.
4 days, credit 4 days. Fine is 0. You don't have any money, but there's a $75 crime victims' rights fee and a $50 state minimum fee. Mr. Marvin said to me, he said, this is a bright young man. And that was my
Oh.
impression also. But somewhere you're gonna need to find some employment to get yourself.
That, and I need to try to get my
Such a-
felonies wiped off my record so I can get into a home where I'm not on the street.
Well, you can get things expunged, but it takes a while. First thing you need to do is find a job that'll help support yourself. I'm gonna give you until March
Judge got
1st
sniffles.
of 24 to pay that $125.
March 1st, almost my birthday.
6 days before mine. And yeah, get a job. He's going to give them that long to pay $125.
Bobby
Can't
was just
make the
complaining
fine
about
any
50
lower than that.
he would come up with.
All right, as
Oh, the
far as
ham and
I
cheese
can tell,
bill?
if the circuit court
The ham and cheese bill? It's amazing.
Ham and cheese, Bill.
Bill,
I don't think they sell that anymore.
the ham and cheese?
It's gone the way of the dodo.
court is done with you, when they take you back to jail, you're gonna get booked out.
Thank
You need a bus pass or anything?
Whenever you need a bus pass or anything, you go.
Will he be able to take that with him to the jail?
Yeah, I'll let them know that, it's for his release.
Look, he's got a whole pad of bus passes.
I
I
have
love it.
generous people
Is
that,
this for him too?
yeah.
15. That's a lot of bus passes.
Well,
You think but when you hand that to somebody on the bus, they like, oh, you in trouble with the law. You a jailbird. Mm-hmm. I know what you've been up to, dirty boy.
You can put the bus passes in there, thanks. You're good to go. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Many thanks, sir. I love Judge Middleton. I feel like he'd be a great grandfather
Miss
absolutely.
Moore, would you come up and have a seat?
or a good dude to hang out, like, on the beach
Right over
with
here.
a cold drink.
Yeah, down in Key West at
Yeah, man.
any of those bars.
I bet his hair blows in the wind so beautifully out there.
That's his go-to place is the Keys.
I bet he's got his picture on the wall at Sloppy Joe's.
Do you think he goes down during that 1 week that we like to watch the cameras the most?
I wish. I would love to see him walk by with like a G-string on.
Yeah, that's I think you're right, Michael. I remember hearing that it's kind of a donation thing, which I think is awesome.
That is good.
Especially because you got to
Yeah, how
remember
you doing?
it's cold there.
Mhm.
God bless.
You don't want to be walking. You don't want to be walking to court. That's really cool.
Me
Dreaming
too.
of
I only got
Florida.
a couple weeks to go.
Creed. Florida
Don't know where
Creed.
you're staying, but-
Are you gonna wear your button-up shirts in Florida?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Good.
All right, thanks for coming in. We're gonna do a Polycom next. This is another pretrial conducted by Mr. Marvin. And Ms. Hines is here. Why don't you go ahead and bring in Jessica Hayworth?
Jessica's here.
Jerica, yes.
Yeah, I saw the Disney adults in their hoodies and sweaters yesterday.
Is it gonna be cold coming up next week? Asking
It was
for
90 the day before, and then like in the 60s.
Thank you, Lori. I did this on short notice because I wanted
I
to.
don't like that.
My hearing upstairs was quickly, it was a case where we just closed it, so.
What is the file number?
On the one that's at issue is Melissa Gonzalez.
That's what's gonna happen right now.
Speedies.
No,
Voter.
this is Miss Moeller,
Well, okay.
but Lori's is a girl who Jessica Hayworth.
Oh, that's different from me.
That's different.
Okay,
She's gonna
okay.
be sentenced.
She failed to appear for sentence, but the case I'm asking for a little help on is Melissa Marie Gonzalez, 231673 SM.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means. 20C.
StreamYard, fix your shit. God almighty. It's so annoying. It's like this now.
Mm.
Today. I'm sure it'll change. Chris, thank you.
Yeah, I thought I had jumped past the dono earlier, so I was like, let me get that far.
It's jumping. It's jumping.
Chris, thank you for the gift. Make sure you got gifts turned on, guys. Tons of videos on YouTube how to do that. I love it when he chicken picks at the computer.
Or when he's down the phone, same way. He's reaching so far over. It's like one little.
All right. Are
It's
you
Judge
Tanya
Middleton.
Marie Yoder, now known as Tanya Marie Moeller.
Another Yoder? We had a Yoder down in Hickory.
And
You've got a Yoder up here? The Yoders are all over the place.
the big family.
Yeah. Wow. The Yoders far and wide.
I am,
Mohler.
Director Your Honor.
You got charged with larceny by stealing an alleged wallet containing $180 in cash that belonged to Richard Roll.
Any relation to Rick?
And that happened in March of
Rick Roll?
2023. That is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail.
You think she's a pickpocket? I mean, that's a lost art, right? You don't see many people pickpocketing anymore.
I mean, where would there be a big enough crowd in that little town? To
Yeah, like,
keep it
oh,
pickpocket
excuse
anyway?
me. That's why she got caught. Small crowd. Small crowd.
I want to fine him up to $500. The warrant was issued in May. You got arrested in November. You came to court and you pled not guilty that day. We weren't available to do a pretrial right at that time, so they set the pretrial for this morning. Met with Mr. Marvin, the county prosecuting attorney, and he says you're going to enter a plea to taking that man's wallet. Is that correct?
Yeah, I picked it up out of the basket.
All right, well, you heard me go through the advice of rights with the other person. You understand you have those same rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you to get you?
She's got a very blue iris voice, by the way.
You mean like a voice of an angel? What joke did I?
I don't know. Do you think she I saw somebody say something about forgot to pay her in the morning. Maybe it was like, they had hooked up that night and he went to sleep and she helped herself.
She wanted $200 for this.
Maybe. allegedly.
Lead to this
No,
or promise you anything?
no.
All right. Everything seems to happen at Walmart. Were you at the Walmart store on March 31st?
Yeah,
And this Mr. Roll left his wallet in the motorized cart
correct.
and then you came upon it?
Yep,
Tell me what happened.
I come up on it. I was headed for my vehicle, went to the vehicle. My son and his friend were in the vehicle at that point. It was in my son's possession, so I admit to taking it out of the basket. After that, it was out of my control and yeah,
All right. Do you know whatever happened to it?
do not.
She's trying to claim that she stole it and then lost it. Is that what we're saying, lady?
Did she say there was like
So he
possession
was in one of those carts, and I guess maybe he set his wallet down in the cart and then left, and then she helped herself, and then she don't know what happened to it after that. Really?
Michael, thank you for the $5.
Look at
This
that.
just reminds me, one of my favorite stores we used to go to in Rochester was the Christmas shop or Christmas store, whatever it was called. There was no Christmas in there. It's just a lot of, I'm sure many of you have been to them. I know I think they're all, but a lot of them are closed. Did they go out of it? I think they might have went completely out of business. Anyways, million years ago, somebody snatched a wallet out of my grandmother's purse that she had in the cart, right? And of course, she's probably got the cart sitting here and she's off, on this side. Well, the manager wouldn't do anything for her. Not a thing. Just pretty much said, "Bye, you shit out of luck." We never went back. We could never go back.
Can't go back to that.
Right. We self-banned ourselves from this.
Creed said, "I demand to see the closed circuit television in this store."
Oh, they asked him to do his job, and he basically said no. So they did write corporate and stuff, but I don't think they ever did anything about
Corporate looked at it and said, "Nope."
Wallet? The wallet was thrown, she threw the wallet in the garbage can.
No, I did not. That wallet
On
did not
video.
go in that
All right,
garbage.
well, yeah.
No, that wallet did not go in that garbage can. That wallet at that time, when I drove out of that Walmart parking lot, was in my son's possession, not mine. So unless the man has his stuff back out of that trash can, it was not put in that trash can. That's hearsay.
Your Honor, I wonder if it's worth our time
Yeah.
doing a PSI. There's a video. And
Yes.
maybe she can remember what
Oh,
she
she
threw in
told
the
me
trash
she
can.
took it, so that's sufficient.
I did take it.
All right, you're not the least bit repentant.
No,
It's
she
like,
isn't.
there's a video of you throwing this thing in the trash. So I guess we'll set this out for sentence and we'll take a look at the video. But it doesn't matter. The guy's out $180. You took it, you gave it to your son. He bought who
I didn't
knows
give it
what.
to nobody, but
Oh yeah,
Well,
welcome back.
What did you didn't give it back to the guy that owned it.
well, yeah, I tried. And I have a child who is off the wall. I can't
I have a child. I tried, but I have a child who's off the wall.
Yeah, but she also, like we just said, you just said in the chat there, a golfer Looser just said she's throwing her son under the bus in some way.
Yeah. She's trying to deflect the blame onto him. She's almost making it like she stole the man's wallet and then was robbed by her son.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Because he's
Tables-
off the wall.
The tables quickly had turned. I love that part. That was a great, Judge. Sexy pose, Judge.
even get a PPO against my child.
What?
Absolutely, double L.
So yeah, once I got to the car with it, I was threatened. So what you see me throw away was trash that my son piled in my seat. When I put my purse and that down, then he copped onto it. Oh, what's this? Well, finders keepers. Well, that's not how his mother works. I've never been that way. I haven't.
Bitch, you stole the man's wallet. Are you seriously sitting here saying this?
She
I can't
admitted
believe
to
the
it
audacity of my
after
son.
she admitted to it after seeing the video, I'm sure. That's my guess.
She still said the shit and throw it in the trash. And he said, we got you on video. I didn't do that. The audacity of her son to steal.
Hector's probably right on that one if he is a juvie. To try and it's probably way too late for that, but
I love that she said he stole the money from her.
Mm-hmm.
Finders keepers, Mom. Finders keepers. Don't start crying now. Where's that man's $180 at? That's what I want to know.
Very clean record. Other than child support and.
All right, well, slow down. I'll take a breath.
No, I'm just over everything that's happened in the past 6 months with my kids.
Now, your name was Yoder and it became Moeller. Did you get married to Moeller or did you?
Yes, I remarried. I divorced in 2012. I divorced Raymond Matthew Yoder.
So your name's been Moeller for a number of years.
Yes.
Okay.
What a great upgrade.
It just shows up in this funny because I was a foster parent for 10 years under Judge Shoemaker and community mental health.
All right, let's bump this out and I'll take a look at things. For one thing,
He who laughed
this guy's money back. You're gonna have to pay $180
And that's fine.
restitution no matter what happens. So that would be helpful if you brought that with you when we come back to court.
I will be over before that to pay it.
All right, let's take a look here.
I don't believe her.
No, and she probably told her son to grab the cash and throw it away anyways.
Hey, go ahead, take some of this bread. Some of this sweet Skrilla.
Except for this and that and everything that's happened in the last 2 months.
Sentencing at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, January 17th.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
All right.
She's full of it.
And get out.
What the hell's he talking to?
Get out! Look at that.
Last notice.
Maggart.
Maggart? What's a maggart?
Maggart.
I don't know, but he's very upset about it.
2024.
Well, you stupid cunt.
Wow! Middleton! My God!
He's crying.
Things have really changed here over at 3B. My God.
He's getting saucy.
Woo!
Saucy.
I didn't think he was that mad at Miss Yoder, whatever her new name is.
Moeller.
Miss Moeller.
Moeller, the wallet thief.
And I'll watch the video in the meantime. I'm watching one for this morning. All right.
I'll watch it this weekend.
I'll see you on January 17th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, that was mean.
Taking no shit. Good for the judge. I like to see this judge really laying into these people.
All right, Miss Hayworth.
Here comes another woman with a beautiful hair. He's got a sweet ass ponytail.
Tiny piggy.
Hello.
The hair is on point there.
It's the power of the ponytail.
Why? Yeah.
You don't have a lot, and then all of a sudden you do. Just can't tell. All right, this is file 23175FY, People versus Jerica Ryan Hayworth, previously known as Jerica Holman. She was originally charged with possession of a taser, possession of methamphetamine,
a lot of tasers,
and possession of other controlled substances. She was represented by attorney Lori Hines, who's here with us this morning. The matter was reduced to a misdemeanor charge of use of a controlled substance, use of methamphetamine. And the matter was scheduled for sentencing And I was here, and Lori was here, and someone was here from the prosecutor, but Jericho was
Matt
not.
Huff was also here, you know.
Yes, so she didn't show up. So I did a show cause and she didn't show up for that. So we issued a warrant for her arrest. She got picked up here just a couple of days ago. And we just need to get the matter to sentence. She'd already entered a plea. Ms. Paycheck was with us at the arraignment, but I wanted to have your lawyer here. So I set this on very short notice, and I appreciate Ms. Hines being here. I think I saw you on Tuesday.
That's what he's saying. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it was.
Cleared that up quickly.
Anyway, what it was is way back when, in
Story time with Judge
February of
Middleton.
2023, you had a meth pipe. Mr. Marvin reduced that to a misdemeanor. You'd had a previous, I think, meth charge reduced to a misdemeanor. I set the matter out. You'd been in a bicycle accident, so you were kind of racked up, which surprised me that you were riding your bicycle in the dark the other night when you got arrested. But anyway,
So she got hit on her bicycle. It's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Don't
funny
be
by
out,
that, Mikey.
don't be out after dark bicycle. I'm sure she had lots of reflectors and lights. And, you know,
I was really surprised to see you back on a bicycle after that horrendous accident. Racked up, I believe the words were.
set it out for sentencing and you didn't come. And
what?
I think you're still struggling with meth. They had a big press conference yesterday from the Western District of Michigan, Attorney General's office. And I saw it on several different local channels, and they were talking about people was concerned about fentanyl. They said the biggest problem is methamphetamine, and I thought, no kidding. 48% of the seizures are methamphetamine. It's like, where have you guys been? You have to do a press release to tell us that. Anyway, people in this part of Michigan are struggling with methamphetamine. They've seized tons of it this year and last year. Anyway, so here we are. You're not some arch criminal. You're someone with a methamphetamine addiction who doesn't show up when she's supposed to.
Terrible at
Ms.
riding
Hines,
bike.
what would you like me to know?
I don't know. My notes are long. I was just reviewing them. I think you're right. I think Jerica is struggling. Whenever she is in the court, she's pleasant. She's, I think, fairly
She looks really
truthful.
pleasant.
She basically said the day that we were to have sentencing back in August, she didn't have a right to get here. That's nothing new that we hear a lot in this court, but she is in custody. She is here, and I think we're ready to just proceed with sentencing at your discretion.
I checked with circuit court. She had a failure to appear up there, and Judge Stutzman gave her 3 days credit 1, I think, on Tuesday. So she'll be done with that, I think, today. Is that correct? Now,
he got a bicycle. He got a bicycle from somebody who.
Thank you, Tiny Piggy, for the late fee, and
thank you for the knowledge.
Hell yeah,
with learning channel guys.
That's right.
We talked a little bit. I didn't want to get too much into things without Miss Hines being here. Mateo was here, but where are you staying? You're sort of in between here and couch surfing and.
Yeah, my mom actually lives in 3 Rivers, and she's really strict. And before I was I guess we call it delinquent, that didn't like rules. She actually offered me her basement, and she said that I could stay there as long as I go to work or go find a job, come home. No, I'm not allowed to have no friends over because that's my biggest issue is having friends over. And then but being there also, I could see my kid more because I have a 5-year-old.
Oh my God!
He lives with your mom?
My daughter?
Yeah.
No, she lives with her dad.
All right. Who's your mom?
Eva Lewis.
Okay, was Eva Holman?
That's my sister,
Okay, so who's your dad?
Frank Holman.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Frank Holman Senior.
then where does your mom live?
She lives in Park Township, Lockport, 16430 Mill Road.
Yeah, that's the address I.
All right, yeah, that's the address I have too.
Me too.
Now, you were hanging out in Sturgis when you got pulled over.
That's because I've been pretty much surfing out there. I had
Why Sturgis?
I know a lot of people out there. It's mostly, like I said before, my friends are my biggest enemies, really.
Well, it's
hanging
all
out.
drug friends.
Exactly. But my mom and I had discussed after I get this taken care of that she would let me come stay with her. She'd help me find a job. As her boyfriend has 2 vehicles. Once I found a job, they would let me use one to get back to and from work. And then it being there also, I could see my kid more.
Wonderland Chloe, thank you. So you were
Talking about turning days around. When I see this bright yeller come through here, woo,
makes
baby.
me and my cow happy.
I almost said a while ago, I bet her child has the same haircut as her, because that is, she must have a real bad meth problem. She's not even able to afford a decent haircut. I mean,
it's 2 bad haircuts.
Yikes. Yikes. Sweet Tea, I know you wanted to come stay with you, but it's not happening.
Miserable.
Oh, God. Sorry, Judge. Don't get upset.
Might as well stop recording.
I did forfeit a $200 bond. Today is the 7th of December. One thing you need is some forced clean time.
Forced clean time.
Hell
You
yeah.
have 3 days plus 1 day at the front end, which is 4 days. 21 days credit 4. Leave 17 days to serve. With a good time, I think you'll be out by Christmas.
Oh,
You need a few more days to get your head on straight.
Be high by Christmas. You can
I'm
count.
gonna waive the fine because we forfeited your bond. I'm not putting you on probation. That didn't work. This was a small amount of meth in a pipe. And I don't think we need to do any more at this point. At least you got a place to lay your head. And I believe you'll be out by Christmas. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of my favorite new Christmas songs, I'll Be High by Christmas. Mikey sings all your Christmas favorites with a drug addiction twist.
A lot of fast people in your family.
Who? Mine?
Judge. He does a judge. Okay. I know I want to get to the last one before we leave.
Yeah, jump to it.
I didn't hear everything, but I do know that there was some judge was having to drop some bars.
Since you guys love football and stuff, there's I've never seen this one. So it's the new Bills Stadium that they're building across the street.
That's it's a lovely place. I like it.
Looks cold.
Slight chill in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good question. I don't know. She didn't smile much.
It's too far away.
So I think Middleton's going to talk. He doesn't. Go ahead.
But 3,000.
No, don't say that. Oh my goodness. Kelly, I sent your card, by the way. I saw you'd asked.
Short notice, and the public defender, Matea Paycheck, is here with us. You had failed to appear on a bench warrant issued for your arrest. The original charge alleges that on or about August 28th of 2023, you and a co-defendant, Jeffrey Yant, made an assault and battery upon Leanne Hammonberg and maliciously destroyed a windshield of Jeffrey Yant. I'm not sure if he's a co-defendant. They've got him listed.
I mean, you got to
on
work
here.
pretty hard to.
And that
kill a
happened in Mendon Township on August 28th. A warrant issued for your arrest. They set a pretrial and you didn't show up. So I did a show cause. You didn't show up for that. I set bond at $250.
Hitting her hard
You
would hurt.
called,
Tough one.
and said you were going to turn yourself in Kalamazoo. So I think then you did a writ and our sheriff drove up to Kalamazoo and got you. So are you presently an inmate in Kalamazoo?
Yeah.
What's the charge?
Is that a thing? Do we even have a case?
I think so.
They were both on probation, so they gave them 5 months for
What were you on probation for?
receiving.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Stolen motor vehicle.
Let me not
Who is
dust off
your
this
judge?
Cash App.
Gotta re-log in, send a new password.
Judge Lightfoot. All right, so it would be a felony.
Terminator with 20 bones in the CA.
All right. Have you been sentenced in Kalamazoo? What's your out date?
The old CA.
Thank you, Terminator.
Say that again.
January 6th.
I said,
She got
thank you,
good-
Terminator.
Oh, she's got good teeth, by the way.
And how long have you been in the Kalamazoo County Jail?
September 26th.
Looks young, sounds older.
All right, we've had a hold on you all that time. So that's 4 days in September, 31 days in October, 30 days in November, 65, and 7 days. You've been in custody for 72 days with our hold.
Damn.
I asked Mr. Marvin to come in to see if he'd be willing to make some sort of a plea offer in this matter.
Disturbing the peace, Your Honor. I've reviewed this at length, notes. And it's in everybody's interest to get it done, and I would be willing to do disturbing the peace and move along.
All right, let's talk about that.
just
Disturbing the
busted in with
peace
that,
is a
didn't he?
simple misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Doesn't carry any firearm restriction or anything else. It's causing a disturbance or quarrel in a public place. Doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. Mr. Marvin would dismiss the assault charge and the malicious destruction charge if you plead to disturbing the peace.
I would hope
Do you
so.
understand?
That's a sweet ass deal. Her tattoos. No, she used to date a guy that did tattoos, and he's like, "I'll give you all the free tattoos you want, girl."
She's been there for 72 days. Is that what he said, or 72 hours?
72 days. And after being there that long, I mean, you become indifferent, don't you, about like getting out or staying in at that point? I mean, that's a long time. But what a sweetheart deal they're giving her.
And
I do understand.
are you willing to plead to that charge?
I don't know, because I was not guilty for either charge, and I'm being charged.
Well, you're not charged with it. The plea is disturbing the peace. And that's the offer. And disturbing the peace, as I said, doesn't matter who was right or wrong. Was there a quarrel, argument, or disturbance in a public place?
Your Honor, this has already cost us thousands of dollars. She's in custody.
All right, well, let's see what supposedly happened here.
you think she wants to stay in? I mean, how can she not want to just take? I mean, they've just laid it out to her like, hey, this is like get out of jail free card.
It's weird for us because obviously we would do anything to get out of jail. But we've seen numerous times and numerous different people that love staying there and riding it out.
And like he said, it's already cost the state thousands and thousands of dollars to house her for the last 72 days.
Right.
Here.
Get the details, Judge.
I was assaulted that day.
What's that?
I was assaulted that day and I called and made a police report and then I was arrested as well. But there's pictures of my.
Yes, he got arrested also. So that's the essence of disturbing the peace. If you were out fighting in the front yard.
Street fight.
I didn't assault him.
Well, I'm trying to see any sort of factual basis here. I'm looking for an affidavit or something and I can't find one.
Judge is digging through. This is the point where we remind you to hit the like button. If you don't, that's just rude. Fighting in the front yard. I love that. I was the one assaulted. Here I am sitting here 72 days.
I just said time served, if you know what I mean.
It's a lot of she's already done.
What Mr. Marvin was trying to do is just bring closure to this case. My intention is to give you a sentence of time served and let you go back to Kalamazoo. You don't have to plead to anything if you don't wish to. You have an absolute right to have a trial on this matter. But it's alleged that on this day in the city of Mendon, that you got into it with this other person and broke his windshield. And we're fighting in a public forum. That's what disturbing the peace is.
What it sounds like.
So if you wish to plead to the disturbing the peace charge, I'm going to give you 72 days in jail, credit 72 days, and let you go back to Kalamazoo. If you don't wish to plead to it, we can set the matter for a further proceeding.
They even went and got her in Kalamazoo. Remember him saying that?
Yeah, because she didn't show up. And now because she didn't show up, she ended up here 72 days where something she probably would have got dropped down to this in the first place.
Right? Good God.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't play by the rules. You get shafted a little bit. And what she has, 72 days, that's a long time for.
Oh, that happened while she was on probation?
Oh, well.
She's that okay.
She still's done 72 days. So
yeah.
That's nice. Not a good idea. I like her hand tap.
All right.
Well, after you got assaulted, did you break his windshield?
No, that's what they told, when I called, I made a police report, I called the police, I said, hey, I was assaulted. They came and spoke to me, spoke to him and somebody else, and the other people, I don't know, the lady, I don't even know the lady's name, I know the guy's name is Jeff. He's the one that assaulted me. They must have made up that I destroyed some property and that I assaulted them, but I was the one that was assaulted. And I'm the one that called.
Conspiracy.
All right. Had you been drinking?
No.
What was this? What was this argument about?
A puppy?
A puppy?
A puppy?
A puppy? Is this one of them puppy scams where people like you sell them a puppy and they're like, oh, the dog died. I'm gonna need my money back.
Nah, those puppy scams are just ran out of India and they just get you your money down.
Can you get that down payment on this puppy?
There was a great one, Kip Boga, where he was on a puppy mill, like a website. And there was this one, each one is specific dogs, right? With their name and a little about them. And you tried to order two of them, but they were on back order on the website.
Oh.
There was a friend who was packing up his things because he was my friend was living there and he was packing his things to move. And he said, hey, will you go back there to the trailer where Jeff was residing and, go grab the puppy. So when I picked up the puppy and told them the puppy was coming with me. I don't know whose puppy it was. But, I was assuming it was my friend's puppy because he asked me to go get it. And I picked up the puppy and I went to walk away and I was assaulted from behind on the side of the face.
Oh,
And I went,
Was it your puppy?
it was my friend's puppy. I ended up actually getting the puppy a couple weeks after that. So I ended up getting the puppy, but, I was assaulted, like, if I would have assaulted somebody, I would definitely not have called the police.
All right, well, Mr. Marvin, could you send me a report or something? I'm trying to grasping at straws here to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for being here too. This is hopeful to try to get a completion of this. Well, let me tell you a couple other things, Ms. Gonzalez. If you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury. There will be no trial. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Ms. Paycheck is here just to make sure we're playing by the rules from the public defender's office. But if you wish to have a trial, I'd actually appoint an attorney specifically for you. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court, so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you'd have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes.
Other than what I told you about time served, did anybody promise you anything to get you to
See,
plead
he's
to
even
this?
telling people about how
It
shitty.
was like, hey, that
That's right,
channel's a
you?
scam.
No.
Allegedly. Guy hates people.
How did you happen to
Allegedly.
even be in Mendon that day?
A friend of mine called and asked me to help him move his stuff out of the big barn.
All right, you don't live in Mendon?
No, I live in Kalamazoo.
All right, now who was that friend?
Stafford, I think Stafford, I'm trying to think what it's.
I hang out with friends all the time. I don't
I
know.
call
their
him
name.
Stafford. My ex-boyfriend Dylan Stafford's dad.
All right, how did you end up getting down to Mendon?
Drove there.
Okay, so you had a driver's license. All right, well, anyway, you drove there.
Thank you.
All right,
Speaking of which, isn't your girlfriend coming to visit you, Marky Mark?
Yeah. When's she getting there? We make fun because we love and care.
Or any more court time, so I think to get it over with, I would probably consider pleading guilty to the.
all right.
I heard my phone rings one day. It's my mom. I was like, hello.
You gotta get over here as fast as you can. Your brother's fighting with your nephew in the front yard. They're fighting all over the place. He's gonna kill him.
I say, okay, I'm on my way. Call the police. She calls me before she calls the police.
Right.
We do like 100 to get there. We beat the police there. And basically, help subdue my nephew that had already sustained a severe ass whooping at the hands of my brother.
Oh no.
I mean severe ass whooping. And
You deserve it though, or?
Oh God, yeah. My mom had asked, he was in my mom's house raising hell. He was a drug addict. He was in there raising hell and stuff, trying to, you're not gonna tell me when I'm gonna leave this house. And my brother says, oh yes, I will. Shoves him against the wall and shoves his finger in his eyeball. And then they tumble out, fight and down the porch. They fall over the railing into the yard, all over the yard.
Like a scene from a movie.
Yeah. It was a classic trailer park fight in the front yard.
Anybody go to jail?
Yes, my nephew. And
Nice.
they found drugs on him in the jail. After they asked him if he had drugs on him, he went to prison.
What it says here, you told the officer you went back to get a puppy that was being purchased from Jeffrey Yan. Jeffrey had not yet paid for the puppy, so she went to give the puppy back. When she went to pick up the puppy, Jeff came from behind and punched her on the right side of the face with a closed fist.
What?
Jeff hit her approximately 1 time.
No.
She said she did not fight back. There was a slight swelling on her cheekbone. While speaking with Dale, he said he saw the entire incident. Melissa went out back, bent down to get the puppy, and Jeff came around and punched her. Well, he got charged. And he said, call the police, bitch, and you'll get it again.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect him to say that.
He claimed. He also punched Leanne Hamburg. He never hit Melissa. Then what's this business about?
This guy just going around punching everybody.
He was trying to get the
Not a
two.
range.
Melissa made threats with a hatchet and she hit the windshield of his vehicle.
Well, there you go, Creed. A hatchet through the windshield. Do it every time.
I was gonna say it's not easy to
And
break
then
open.
there were some words exchanged.
It's hard work. He said, you call the police, bitch.
Well,
You'll
this
get it worse
certainly
next
isn't
time.
the crime of the century, but there was a neighbor there and you and this guy were fighting and you got punched, and that's pretty much confirmed. But then you were yelling at him,
She's a juggalo.
and that's enough for me to accept the disturbing the peace and let you get back to Kalamazoo.
You and your hatchet get to Kalamazoo. Well, Creed, that's where we're going to stop it, because that's pretty much it. He's just going to fill out some paperwork and tell her, all right, bye now.
Fun.
Head
Always
by all.
miss Middleton. That's cool to see him. He's one that I watch the most on the YouTubes while I'm doing stuff
Oh, yeah. It's very soothing.
in the background.
Mhm.
Love it. I was actually going to do something different today, and I was going to pop on and do a in between this and the chase. I was going to do some slides, but now I've got to go back in to my computer and see why I can't run videos out of nowhere now. So I'll be doing that rather than that. So
Good times. Good times.
405. Look at this Cash App. It's like
I know. I'm
we're
very
growing.
shocked. That's like, we haven't even talked about that in eons.
Perfect timing, Crass. If you're here, I'd let you go ahead and say the Bonjour Express or something. Texas RS Tech, thank you. Gary, Maki, H&W, Mystic Lady, the gifter, Chris, the gifter. Jay Fape, thank you. Michael, Tiny Piggy, Chloe, and Terminator with the Cash App, the CA. Oh, there it is.
There it is. You know, oh, why are they upset? Calm down, people.
Because
Wow.
we got their Cash App.
Yeah, they were not happy about that Cash App. And people ask me all the time, your brother sounds like a grade A badass. You damn right he is.
Yes.
You damn right he is.
That's that was just a day or two before the filming of Eastbound and Down on the best show.
Yeah, he was fresh cut mullet, ready to go.
Right.
Speaking of ready to go, make sure you like the video if you haven't done so already. If you are subscribed, awesome. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do it. And think about becoming a member. Get all them benefits, Daddy. Every single one of them. From healthcare on down.
So I got to show you. This is fun. So Mikey put this up, and that was right before the filming of Eastbound and Down. And once those royalty checks come in, this is what happens. It's like before and after.
He upgraded the camera and upgraded his lifestyle.
Yeah, and got a haircut.
Beautiful haircut.
Beautiful hair.
All right, guys, you stay safe, you stay hard, you stay tuned. You never know what fights we'll talk about, or old radio days. That's right.
Speaking of fights,
there's Clay. He hates me.
No, that's just because you talk shit about him on Reddit.
That's it. Bye, y'all. Champion. But that story's